3rd, 2023.
All right, I'll call the special Finance Committee meeting to order. Mark McKeever, Kevin Myers, Terry Spiegel, and myself, Chair, are all here. Any public participation? Now or never.
Actually, now or later.
Now or later.
Is there gonna be opportunities in the middle of the meeting?
We're gonna have public participation now. We're gonna discuss this because we're planning on being done in 5 minutes, so I'll give you. We've been talking about this since December 19th, so. Okay, we'll move on to the budget. Anything else from the committee on the budget? I think we had, did you have a question?
I had one question. Are you the answerer of questions?
That's right.
I know we went through a ton of different forms and papers. On the, we talked about the ARPA money, the $190,000 that goes into outside contractors. Was that specified for something specifically, or is that just a case thing?
For, in the ARPA?
Yeah.
I think what that was for, Joyce isn't here obviously, I believe that was for the splash pad to pay for that and then get the money back from Kiwanis. Is that right? I think that's what we, yeah.
Okay, and then out of that same line, $152,000 reimbursement to general fund, that was just to cover lost revenue? That wasn't for anything specifically?
That could be for the the Kiwanis reimbursement too, though.
So,
$150,000.
I did talk to Joyce. So, the ARPA money appropriated funds to outside contracts for the splash pad, and then reimbursement to the sewer fund for part of the service road needed at the park to access a CSO by the river. The rest was then placed in the reimbursement in the general fund for revenue replacement.
Okay.
So I guess there is a.
That does, I know we were saying that we were short, what, $300,000, and I saw that, and I wanted to get an explanation because I thought if that was stuff that could be staved off for another year, that might potentially take care of what problem we had at hand. So that was my question about that.
Right, thank you.
Okay, any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept the 2023 Bucyrus City budget.
So moved.
You actually need to ask.
As an emergency.
Emergency.
As an
litigation.
emergency. Oh, as an emergency.
Yes, as an emergency.
Okay.
I'll second.
And Terry
You want
seconds.
That budget to be
Retroactive to
January 1st, 23.
January.
I make a
1st.
motion as an emergency to be retroactive to January 1st, 2023.
I'll second that.
Second by Terry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, with that, we're done, but I'll give you one more chance for public participation.
Kurt Fankhauser, 616 Prospect. I was watching the meeting last Friday and I seen where one of the council members asked the question of that, if the out-of-town work credit is rescinded, where does that money have to go? And the question was, is the general fund, does it have to go in the general fund? Some sort of it. And I seen the auditor and I knew what she was thinking, and I believe I have the answer to that question. That money is income tax revenue, whether it was collected from in town or out of town. That's not, I mean, everybody should agree on that. And they should agree that if it was collected in town, general fund can be appropriated to any department. Okay? So why would it be any different if you rescinded the out of town? Why can't that full 1% be appropriated to safety forces. And then plus they get the other 0.5%, and then there is the 1/2 that has to go to streets. It has to. But general fund, that 1%, just like any other revenue on general fund coming in, it can be appropriated fully to safety forces. Yes, Mr. McKeever, go ahead.
I just want to, from what Joyce explained to me, that 1% will be divided evenly to, out of that 1%, let's say it's $100, $50 goes to general fund, $25 goes to safety forces, $25 goes to street levy, just like it's a 1 and a half and a half. It's got to be split to those three.
Okay, I believe that that is an inaccurate statement from Joyce. I believe
Excuse me.
$150 of it
We're
can go
supposed to be
to...
talking about the budget at this meeting, not anything else at a special meeting?
Yeah, we were, but I thought this was going to be a simple question. I didn't know it was going to. Can you wrap it up here? I understand what you're saying, but
Yeah.
it would be more appropriate when we started talking about the out-of-town tax credit, if you'd want to wait. It's up
Are
to
you
you.
talking about that tonight?
Yeah.
Or you could do it during public
Yes.
participation in the regular meeting, then everything's fair game.
Yeah, I just come back then.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in, 7:01.